Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. Over in the tap room, of course. So, we've got one of the Bang the Elephant releases. This actually came out with no fanfare from them, which is, I certainly didn't see anything anyway, whether I'm missing across social media. And I normally see stuff on social media. However, the caveat there is that Facebook is an absolute load of crap these days. I do apologise. I was nearly going to swear. Yeah, Facebook has just gone down the absolute hole. Every time I go on, I don't know what these suggested pages, and I'm a Forest fan, and all I'm getting is Derby and Southampton. It's like, I don't support these bloody places. Go away. So, yeah, so I didn't see it. I have, however, had this before on cask over at the Cock and Hoop, a lovely little pub in the Lace Market area of town. Actually, part of Lace Market Hotel. It actually joins into the Lace Market Hotel. Bum and Beer Reviews knows that because he stopped there, and we did a review together there. I did a review. I don't know. I do lots of reviews. So this is Electric Worry, and obviously there's good artwork on there. As always, they have some artwork, but always look for the little nuggets that you might not take notice, because they're a couple of lads, or they're both nearly 40 now, or 40, I don't know. But not upset no one, had I? But yeah, no, 50. And the writing's there, and I'm sorry, but in this light, I can't see that writing. And not only that, I might be able to actually. So let me get my phone out. Oh, God. This is what you get when you do an 11-hour day. I'm knackered. So, a song title from one of the brewery's favourite bands, Clutch. Talk to me about clutches. If I see that mechanic who wrecked our BMW, sat on the driveway, 2,000 quid and more, and we can't drive it. Fucking hell. Pardon my French. Deeply apologise. It seemed pretty apt for the way of the world at the moment. Forget about your worries, electric or otherwise, with this black IPA. Sweet chocolate malts with a West Coast solid base. Yeah, there's loads of words. I can't read it. I haven't got my magnifying glass. And not only that, the light in here makes it difficult to read sometimes. I do struggle with certain beers on certain backgrounds. And it's only because of the light in here, to be fair. So, let's dive in anyway. So, Bang the Elephant are coming back to Nottingham's Craft Beer Festival this year for their 3rd year. I always remember the first year. Well, I always remember before the festival when I was chatting to them and says, "Oh yeah, I'm going to my first craft beer festival this year. What are you bringing?" And he says, "Oh, we've been invited." And I'm like, "You what?" And it pissed me off that much that I went on social media and did a bit of a campaign, and anyway, they got in, so that was the main thing. Whether I had absolutely anything to do with it, although the craft beer festival did drop the biggest hint that they took notice. So yeah, without going too deep. But anyway, so a black pour, a light tan head, 2-finger tan head. It's probably my crap pour as usual. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what the guys bring this year. I'm definitely going down, hopefully, for the Saturday this year. I'd like to go down on the Friday as well for the 5 till 10 session. Got to see what we're doing, because I know the wife and our friends may go on the Friday, so it may be the fact I do a double shift. However, it's a month, literally 3 weeks before my wedding vows. So whether I can actually afford to do it, and this is one of those years where it's a tough year to do things, and even tougher when some idiot fixes your car, or shall I say, doesn't fix your bloody car, and makes it worse. And like I said, when Bang the Elephant went in, I kicked up a fuss on social media. There's another fuss coming, and you should anybody who leaves in the car in a dangerous condition, deserves to have their name highlighted for the public, and one will do that. Hopefully I won't get mugged and get a good hiding over it, but hey ho, I'll fight back nonetheless. So lovely roasty toasty on the nose on this. Always, this black IPA thing always gets me because it's more or less a stout and it's called a black IPA. And this has been the thing of nearly every black IPA I've ever had. And it's like, why is it a black IPA but it tastes like a stout? Where you get a normal IPA that tastes like a tropical, tropical fest of a beer. And then you'll get your modern, you'll get your, the IPAs from like the older breweries that are all very, very subtle. I did have an IPA actually from one of the Burton breweries, it's one of them the one that's disappeared. We lost a lot of breweries this last winter, just disappeared off the map, and it is sad, bloody sad. And they brought out like a 7%, and it was supposed to be like the old-fashioned IPA that was sent to India, i.e. India Pale Ale. And it was an absolute cracker. Jesus, I could have drank that till the cows come home. The 7% just hit me, went down nicely. So yeah, looking forward to what these guys bring again. Not spoke to them for a while. Like everything, everyone's got lives and that. And I don't like to bother people too much because obviously, like with any brewery, they've all got businesses. I'm very, the beers that they bring out, I'll follow the beers that breweries bring out. And in the pubs, can't always get to every pub. Can't always afford to get to pubs as well. Someone said to me, even on a comment today, that says, bloody hell, you're everywhere at the moment. You're at the pub all the time. No, I'm not. I'm actually at the pub either once or at the most twice a week. What I do at the pub is have half pints and I'll review everything I drink. Everything I drink now, I'll review. So that these 1 minute reviews, they don't do anything for the channel in the grand scheme of things, but it's a good way of just using social media to bump up the breweries. Obviously, I already work anyway, so I don't, this is only a hobby for me. It'd be a nice bloody hobby if it turned out to be a full-time hobby, but hey, don't think so at any stage in the future, unless I win the lottery, and then that'll be something else. And then could I sit in a pub serving beer to people? I don't know. It's okay. I could just imagine some dickheads coming in, and I look and think, oh fucking hell, and I'm like, oh god, you got any logo, mate? And I'm like, no. And I don't know. I'm very easily. People have said to me, they look at my beer reviews, and they look, and the first face that I pull gives the game away. Not always, but it does on some beers. And it's like people as well, you know. You look at some people, and then as soon as they open the mouth, you know, it already, especially when they come in dressed in grey with hoods, and it's like, oh god, here we go. But the good side of things, you know, working in the micro pub, selling good beer to people, I can understand why people do it, like tap rooms and stuff. You don't get normally the clientele that are idiots going in. You get someone who's had a beer or two, but you know, we're all succumbed to the world of beers in our time. So rattling away as usual. I blame them two. Bang the elephant for that. Stop talking and, you know, just go on tangents. But yeah, yeah, it's going to be an interesting year this year. Looking at beer festivals and stuff. Obviously, for these guys, their prominence around the UK is becoming more so. A collaboration with Guilo that I've not even seen. God knows where that went. Yeah, I'm not seeing hide nor hair of that, unless it's gone into a barrel. But yeah, and obviously collaborations with different pubs and stuff. Cockanoop, the one in Crafty in Ilkeston, and the one at Eastwood. I think it was Eastwood anyway. Hadn't heard any more. Obviously, I only see things from a certain background, and basically whatever's on social media. I'm not part of no inner circle or like that. Like most people, you know, you go to work and you've got a lot on in work at the moment, and we've got a super interesting year coming ahead of us, saving up and whatnot. And yeah, I've got the Raggy's Beer Festival at the wedding, so that's going to be interesting. Yeah, very interesting. I'm actually going to brew my own Imperial Stout from grain as well. So I can actually put my name on it. Although there might be some tweaks along the line. And I'm thinking of doing it live on YouTube as well, so that'll be a barrel of laughs, especially if I knacker it up. I was going to say another word, but you know, gotta be careful, aren't you? Might be children watching. I'm sure I haven't swore already, but you know, do apologise. These things happen. But in any case, this is tasting absolutely spot on. 6%. I can't remember it being 6% when it was in the pub. Cockanoop. I have noticed with pubs that certain pubs won't have certain beers, and I'm not just talking Bang the Elephant now. Although it was the case that a certain pub that I go in wasn't interested in Bang the Elephant, and I says their beers are good, you know, good variation of different cask and that. Oh no, I'm not having that. And it's changed. But other pubs, and there's a thing where certain pubs don't like certain breweries in Nottingham, and it's a real eye opener talking to the staff who do the beer ordering and what they say, and yeah, I hear from different people different things, and yeah, it's illuminating. And the thing is, sometimes when the pubs have the same beer in on like a weekly, well, every few weeks, all of a sudden the same beer comes in, it's like, I've had that a few weeks ago. I don't want that bloody beer again. You might want it, but I don't bloody want it. And yeah, it's with the amount of beers available these days, even from the same brewery, the amount of beers, it's interesting. It really is. Do you get that in pubs where you go? always interesting, you know, and it's never just about the beer review, it's always about more. And I better go back up the house because the wife will be home soon and be thinking, she's down that bloody shed getting drunk. Not getting drunk, no, but having a beer. Yes. You've got to, haven't you? What's life without a beer? Um, so anyway, lovely black pour on this. And for me, it just tastes like a stout, but it's a lovely stout and it's going down well. I'm not getting 6% at all, but hey ho, oh my. Um, for me, yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Like I say, I've had it on cask and it's tasting super nice on in a can as well. For me, a good 4.3 out of 5. And that's it for this review. Thank you for watching. Cheers.